Hello students, this video is for class 11th. Till now we have completed unit 1st and the first chapter of unit 2nd, that is forms of business organization, in which we have studied about sole trade. Today I am not making a new video or a new lecture. I am repeating the main points of unit 1st and sole trade, which we have studied already, so that it will be a revision video for you all, so that the concept of both the chapter will be cleared. So the first chapter, the first unit which we have studied is nature and purpose of business. In this unit we have learned that each and every human being in his or her life do any kind of activity through which he earns some money, so that he can fulfill his basic needs of life, his essentials of life. And those economic activities which we have studied in this unit are business, profession and employment. Business in normal sense means purchase and sale of goods and services, but in this unit we have learned a new meaning of business, that is, business is a part of trade and commerce. It includes not only purchase and sale of goods and services, but also all the activities which are done from the place of production to the place of consumption. It includes all those activities which helps in making available the final goods to the consumer at their places. Then we have studied about the features of business. Business is something which is done on regular basis. If you are doing purchase and sale on temporary basis, then it will not be termed as a business. Then we have learned about profession. Profession is that economic activity in which you acquire or you require a specialized knowledge or a degree to run your profession. For example, to be a lawyer you need a degree of LLB. To be a dentist you need a degree of BDS. So these all are professions for which professional associations are established, and they formulates or they creates rules and regulations for each and every profession. And the last one which we have studied is employment. Employment is a type of economic activities in which you give your services to any outsider in lieu of remuneration. आप किसी भी बंदे को जो है किसी भी आउटसाइडर पर्सन के लिए काम करते हैं, अपनी सर्विसेज उन्हें देते हैं और बदले में उनसे एक स्पेसिफिक अमाउंट ऑफ रेमुनरेशन जो है वो आप जनरेट करते हैं. सो दीज आर द बिजनेस, प्रोफेशन एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट विच वी हैव स्टडीड. Then we have studied about the objectives of the business. There are two types of objectives of business, that is economic objectives which are related to the monetary terms, and social objectives which are related to the fulfillment of the social responsibilities of a businessman towards society. In economic objectives which we have studied about profit, innovation, creation of customer, all these things. And in social objectives which we have studied about providing good quality products to the consumers, provide a fair rate of return to the investors, giving appropriate salary to the employees, good working conditions to them, community development, all these are social objectives. And then we have studied about the role of profit in the business, that what role profit plays in our business. So we all know that business without profit is a dead business. If you don't earn profit in your business, then your business will not work smoothly, your business will not be expanding, your business will not be modernized, diversify, etc. For all the diversification, modernization, expansion of your business, you need money, and that money will be generated through profit. Then we have studied about the classification of business activities, in which we have studied about industry and commerce. There are various types of industries, that is primary, secondary, tertiary. Primary industries are those industries which are related to the nature. For example, genetic and extractive industries. Genetic industries are related to the breeding of animals, reproduction of plants like dairy farming, fisheries, poultry. All these are genetic industries. And extractive industries are those industries in which you extract something from the earth. Then we have studied about sedentary industries where processing is done, like sugar is produced from sugar. Then we have studied about tertiary sector industries. These are the supportive services which provide a support to the primary sector and the secondary sector. In secondary industry, there are two types, that is manufacturing and construction. Manufacturing are related to the production and processing of goods, creating some type of utilities. They are also of four types. Analytical industries, in which you separates different types of material from the same raw material. For example, from crude oil, from oil we separate natural gas, petrol, diesel from the same raw material, that is oil. Synthetic industries, in which you combine some kind of raw material and form a final goods. Processing industries, where a lot of processing is done, like sugarcane industries. And assembling industries, where different parts of a same good are assembled. Construction industries, which are related to the construction of dams, bridges, building, hotels, schools, colleges, whatever. Commerce, it includes all those activities which are concerned. It is basically contains all those services which helps in removing all the problems which are coming in the process of your trade. जो भी आपकी ट्रेड में बहुत सारी तरह की प्रॉब्लम्स आती है, whatever the problems, whatever the hurdles, whatever the hindrances that came in your business, that came in your way of doing business, though all those hindrances, all those problems will be removed with the help of these services. Okay, it includes banking, insurance, advertisement, etc. Trade means exchange of goods and services. There are two types of trade, that is internal and external. Internal trade, which is done in the territory of your nation. External trade, which is done beyond the territory of your nation. Then we have studied about the business risk, as risk is not separated from any business. It refers to the possibility of inadequate profit or even losses due to uncertainties or unexpected events. As business works in a dynamic environment, there are so many type of uncertainty which create effect on our business, and those uncertainties sometimes create loss इन आर बिजनेस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल रिसेंटली अगर हम बात करें, जो ये वायरस कोविड-19 जो है, कोरोना वायरस जो है, इससे बहुत सारे बिजनेसेस में जो है वो लॉस किसी ने एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि ऐसा कोई वायरस जो है वो आए रहा, शट डाउन हो रहा. ये सारी की सारी चीज़ें किसी ने नहीं सोचा था, प्रेडिक्शन नहीं की थी, लेकिन ये सब हुआ. क्यों? क्योंकि फ्यूचर था, एंड फ्यूचर इज़ नॉट सर्टेन. आप उसकी प्रेडिक्शन जो है वो नहीं कर सकते हो. Then we have studied about the causes of business risk, in which we have studied about natural causes. If risk is done due to the natural factors like rain, flood, lightning, earthquake, all these things. Human causes, due to the dishonesty of your employees, due to the carelessness of your employees. Economic causes refers to the market forces. And the second chapter which we have studied is sole trade, in which we have studied about the meaning of sole trade. That is, sole trade is something which is owned and managed by a single owner. Sole trade is that form of business which is owned and controlled by a single person, which is easy to form because there are no legal formalities which you have to fulfill. The liability of the owner will be unlimited because he is the only person who invests capital in the business and share all the profit. So if the profit is shared by a single person, the loss also has to be shared by a single person. No separate entity. No separate entity means there is no entity of the business. Owner and business both are the same person. And lack of business continuity, because if the person dies, if the person got ill, then the business should not be continued later. And we have studied about its merits, that is quick decision making, personal satisfaction, direct motivation, ease of formation and closure, कि सोल ट्रेड में जो है वो डायरेक्ट डिसीजन जो है वो फिट होता है, बिकॉज द ऑनर हैज़, उसे किसी भी तरह की गाइडेंस या किसी भी तरह की कंसल्टेशन लेने की ज़रूरत नहीं है किसी भी आउटसाइडर पर्सन से। पर्सनल सेटिस्फेक्शन मिलती है, उसे डायरेक्ट मोटिवेशन मिलता है, बिकॉज ही नो कि जितना ज़्यादा हार्डवर्क के साथ वो काम करेगा उतना ही ज़्यादा पैसा, उतना ही ज़्यादा प्रॉफिट जो है वो जनरेट करके अपनी पॉकेट में ला पाएगा। फॉर्मेशन करना बहुत आसान है, बिकॉज यू नीड नॉट टू डू एनी काइंड ऑफ पेपर वर्क। आपको रजिस्ट्रार ऑफिस के चक्कर नहीं काटने पड़ेंगे, आपको लीगल फॉर्मेलिटीज़ पूरी नहीं करनी पड़ती है। डीमेरिट्स, लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज, क्योंकि सिंगल पर्सन जो है उसकी कैपेसिटी लिमिटेड होती है पैसा लगाने की, और अनलिमिटेड लाइबिलिटी होती है। आपकी पर्सनल एसेट्स को भी क्लेम किया जा सकता है अगर आप बिजनेस की लॉसेस को जो है वो कवर नहीं कर पाते हैं। सो टिल नाउ वी हैव रिवाइज आवर यूनिट फर्स्ट एंड द चैप्टर 2.1, notes of chapter 2nd and some questions of chapter 2nd has been provided to you. Try to solve them. If there is any problem, please mention in the comment box. On Monday we will start our next chapter, that is joint Hindu family business.